Hi, good afternoon, folks. Phil McPhail here with United Country Lifestyle Properties, Maine. Welcome to Brownville, Maine. Come along with me today on an outdoor adventure on a 21-acre wooded lot here in the town of Brownville. This property has 1,500 feet roughly of frontage on this beautiful little freshwater stream running behind me. We've got a mixed wood forest, and we have access to some of the best recreational trail systems in the state of Maine. So if you've been searching for that dream spot, that secret place in the woods for your off-grid cabin or home, come with me today. We're going to go look at it. Before we jump on the property, folks, let me tell you a little bit about the location we're at. We're located on what's called Smith Road in the town of Brownville. Smith Road is a private road. It's a gravel road. It's not plowed here in the wintertime, so this is kind of an off-grid situation. We're about 3,500 feet roughly in from the paved, maintained town road on this road. So if you wanted to live in here, you could probably plow this road yourself. The town of Brownville is in Piscataquis County, which is Maine's second largest county, but it's also Maine's least populated county. So I think there's like 7 people per square mile in the entire county, which is pretty incredible. And most of those are concentrated in the areas in the southeast side near Dover-Foxcroft. Brownville, 1,139 population, great little town. We've got some restaurant here, gas, food, you know, a little bit of everything. We're about 6 miles away from the village of Milo. Milo has a grocery store, some shopping there, some restaurants. Dover-Foxcroft is about 20 miles from this location. That's the county seat of Piscataquis County. The city of Bangor is about 41 miles from this location. And Boston is about a 4-hour and 30-minute drive from the city right to this property. Folks, before we talk more about the location, don't forget, like and share this video and hit that subscription button down below and turn on all notifications. From this property here in Brownville on Smith Road, we're about 2.8 miles from the improved boat landing on Piscataquis Lake in Lakeview Village. This is a beautiful cold water lake, 7,200 acres, roughly surface acres. The reported depth is nearly 200 feet. Some fantastic lake trout, landlocked salmon, brook trout, and in the shallows, smallmouth bass. Great lake for boating, skiing, jet skiing. It's such a large lake. It's nearly 10 miles long. Beautiful body of water, 2.8 miles from this location. 20 miles north of us here is the KI gate of the North Maine Woods entrance. And if you're not familiar with the North Maine Woods or Katahdin Ironworks Gate, that's millions of acres of undeveloped forest land that is open to the public for a nominal fee for camping, boating, hiking, hunting, fishing, you name it. You can do just about everything in there. The Appalachian Trail is just beyond the KI gate. And if you've ever heard of it, Maine's Grand Canyon, Gulf Haggis, is located there. So we're about 20 miles from this property to the gate. And I've talked about it earlier, but just to let you know, the ATV trails are actually accessible right from Smith Road. We drive out, we hit a trailhead access for both ATV and snowmobile where Smith Road meets Lakeview Road. So outdoor recreation, this place is beautiful, and lots of whitetail deer. If you've ever seen the Brownville deer pantry, where the deer are fed in the wintertime, if you haven't seen it, check it out on YouTube. It's a really cool site. You can watch some pretty amazing animals feeding there during the winter time. All right, folks, let's jump onto the land. The first thing you're going to notice when you get here, the property begins at Alder Stream. This is an original lot 14 of a subdivision plan done many years ago. Pretty large lot, 21.4 acres is what the town says is on the west side of Alder Stream. And Alder Stream is the stream you have frontage on. It's about 1,500 feet. Now this bridge looks a little rickety. I know it does from probably in the video, and if you can't see it in the video, you will notice it when you get here. However, what this is there's multiple I-beams running across this span. 4x4s, or actually they might be 6x6 posts. This way, the decking is what's bad. And it's been, you know, snowmobile bridge for years, so they've been kind of digging it up with the groomers and stuff. But you could drive a log truck across this, folks. You'll have to check it out when you get here. Take my word for it. But we've got some pretty heavy-duty steel. I can see 4 I-beams underneath this bridge holding it up, and a couple of cross pieces as well. So as we cross the bridge, this is blocked off. Our owner does not want ATVs on this property other than his own. So we got a road, the old road here. This is your access onto the property. And you're going to see as we walk up the hill, this is kind of a mixed with forest. We have quite a bit of hardwood in here, but also balsam fir, some hemlock. Every once in a while, you'll see some spruce in here as well. We're going to walk up this road, try to get up and find you at the other corner for you, show you the southwest corner of the property, and then we'll take a little walk in the woods. This is the access road that comes in. It's an extension of Smith Road. The first couple hundred feet after you cross the bridge does need some attention, some gravel, probably a couple water diversions would help a lot. And now the road's getting a little bit better. It is grown in, hasn't had any use other than snowmobiles, but again, I think you could drive a truck in here with a little bit of work right past the bridge, and then come in here anywhere. We got some elevated ground here up over the stream. Bring a driveway in, do a little clearing, perfect place to build. We're in here about the midpoint of the property now off of the road, and we've got elevations here that run from roughly 480 feet to 560 feet above sea level. We'll put that topo map here on the screen for you so you can check that out. The soils here are being reported by NRCS as howland and Monarda. Howland is a very well-drained or moderately well-drained soil, pretty deep to bedrock. Monarda is a somewhat poorly drained soil. So again, you'll have to pick your spot in here. Where I'm standing, we got some nice tree growth. Looks like it should be fine, but you'll want a soil person in here to check that out for you. Looking around, we got some beautiful trees. We got some red maple in here. We got some ash, some balsam firs. What else? Poplars, a little bit of everything. And what I've noticed here, this is probably that howland type soil. I can see some gravel outcropping here on the surface, and it's fairly level in here. It doesn't look too rocky, and kind of a pretty spot. This hasn't had a timber harvest in quite a few years, but you'll see different ages of wood. Got some larger popples, some younger popples, some bigger softwood, some smaller softwood. So it's mixed age growth of trees on this property. We'll walk in here a little more, tell you a little more about it, and go back out and wrap this video up for you. Hey folks, we've kind of wound our way down through the woods and found a peaceful little spot here on Alder Stream. And keep in mind, this is early September. We've got extremely dry conditions right now, so the brook's still running, and I think this is probably as low as you'll ever see it. We're in a little bit of a drought at the moment. You can see the water line up higher on the banks, which is quite nice. So most of the year, you probably hear a lot more water sounds if you have a little cabin up on the knoll above me. Well, thanks again for taking the tour with me. Let's wrap this up with the details. Price on this property, 21.4 acres, $59,900. The taxes are $59 a year, and that is in the tree growth tax program. And if you don't know what that is, don't be scared of it. Give me a call. I'd be happy to explain how that works and how you can save a lot of money on your property taxes here in Maine. We've got about 1,500 feet roughly along Alder Brook. We've got a private road system, a bridge coming in here that's pretty impressive. Snowmobile trail, ATV trail access. We're out in the middle of the woods, but we're only about 15 minutes to town to get your groceries. So if you got any questions, give me a call at 800-286-6164. Be happy to answer your questions and bring you out here and show you around on this nice piece of property.